A little girl was running out of time. Not in the loud, dramatic way people imagine. No alarms, no chaos, just a slow, quiet fading. Her body was destroying itself from the inside. Every red blood cell meant to carry life through her veins was being attacked, broken down, erased. Doctors had a temporary solution, but it came with a condition, a rare one. She needed AB negative blood. Less than 1% of people in the entire country could give it, and even fewer showed up consistently. But someone did, every single month, like clockwork. A man no one paid attention to. He'd walk into the hospital, donate, and leave. No questions, no recognition, no idea that somewhere in that same building, a billionaire's daughter was staying alive because of him. And the billionaire? He had no idea either, until the day he found out and saw the man on his knees scrubbing blood off a hospital floor. Before we go deep into this story, take a second and hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and let us know where you're watching from. I'm curious to know how far these stories travel.
His name was Aaron Whitaker, 36, hospital orderly, working nights in Baltimore, Maryland. The kind of job people barely notice until something goes wrong. He cleaned, moved patients, handled the parts of healthcare nobody talks about, the aftermath, the quiet moments, the invisible work. Aaron wasn't bitter, but he was tired. Not just physically. Life had been asking more from him than it gave back. His wife had passed 3 years earlier. Cancer. Aggressive. Unforgiving. They had a daughter, Maya, 7 years old. Too young to understand loss, but old enough to feel it.
Aaron worked nights so he could be there in the mornings. School drop-offs, breakfast, homework, and once a month, he gave blood. It started after his wife got sick. There were nights when she needed transfusions, and the hospital didn't have enough supply. He never forgot that feeling. Waiting, hoping, praying someone out there had shown up. So now, he showed up. For someone else. Across the hospital, upstairs, was a completely different world. Private wing, soft lighting, rooms designed to feel less like hospitals and more like hope. Inside one of those rooms was 5-year-old Lily Carter. Curly hair, bright eyes, a laugh that still came, even on bad days. She loved drawing, always carried crayons, always drew hearts. Her father, Victor Carter, stood beside her bed. A billionaire, tech founder, built companies that changed industries. People called him brilliant, powerful, untouchable. But none of that mattered here, because his daughter was dying. And for once in his life, he couldn't fix it.
One night, Aaron was cleaning rooms on the pediatric floor. He pushed his cart quietly, trying not to wake anyone. Then he saw her, Lily, sitting up, wide awake, eyes filled with fear she was trying to hide. "I can't sleep," she whispered. Aaron paused. He had 10 more rooms, a supervisor who didn't tolerate delays, a schedule that didn't care about emotions, but something in her voice. He stayed, sat down beside her. "What's your name?" he asked. "Lily." "Well, Lily, I can stay for a minute." She nodded. So he told her a story.
about a lighthouse that stayed on through every storm so ships wouldn't get lost. Her breathing slowed. Her eyes softened. Then she reached under her pillow and pulled out a drawing. A stick figure, holding a red heart. "That's the Blood Man," she said. Aaron blinked slightly. "The Blood Man? He comes every month," she said softly. "My daddy says someone gives me blood so I can stay alive." She looked at him. "Do you think he knows me?" Aaron swallowed. "I think if he knew you, he'd never miss a single month." She smiled.
Aaron swallowed. "I think if he knew you, he'd never miss a single month." She smiled, closed her eyes, fell asleep. Aaron tucked her in and left the room, not knowing he was the reason she woke up every month. Everything changed on a Thursday afternoon. Lily crashed. Her condition spiraled faster than expected. Her blood levels dropped dangerously low. Doctors moved fast. Calls were made. Blood banks contacted. Nothing. No AB negative. Not nearby. Not within range. Victor Carter stood there, listening to words that didn't make sense. "We don't have it." How could that be possible? A man who could move millions in minutes couldn't find one bag of blood. Because blood isn't manufactured. It's given. Meanwhile, Aaron overheard something. Two nurses talking. A little girl upstairs. Critical. No matching blood. He froze. His last donation was only 3 weeks ago. Too soon. Dangerous. His body hadn't recovered yet. But his mind already knew what he was going to do. He walked into the blood bank. "I want to donate." They refused immediately. "It's not safe. You need more time." Aaron nodded slowly, then said something simple. "If I walk away, she doesn't get time." Before we continue, take a second and share your thoughts so far on this story below. I read every single one. If you were in Aaron's position, knowing your own health could be at risk, would you still go through with it? The room went quiet. Then they called the doctor. The risks were explained clearly. Fatigue, severe weakness, potential collapse. Aaron listened, didn't interrupt, then said one word. "Okay." The needle went in. Blood began to flow. His vision blurred slightly. His body protested. But he stayed still, focused. Upstairs, Lily was fading. Her father held her hand, trying to stay strong, trying not to break. Then the blood arrived. Fresh, warm, compatible. The transfusion began. Slowly, her breathing stabilized. Color returned. Her body responded. Victor sat there, watching something he couldn't buy. Save his daughter. The next day, Victor demanded answers. Who was the donor? Who saved his daughter? But the answer was always the same. Anonymous. Protected.
untouchable. So he left, frustrated. Until later, he overheard a conversation. A name. Aaron. A staff member. Regular donor. AB negative. Everything clicked. He followed the trail, downstairs, and saw him. Aaron. On his knees, scrubbing blood off the floor. Victor stood still, because the man saving his daughter was someone he had walked past without ever noticing. Outside the hospital, early morning, cold air. Victor stopped him. Why do you do it? Aaron frowned slightly. Do what? Donate blood every month for over a year. Aaron shrugged. Because someone needs it. Victor's voice shook slightly. That someone is my daughter. Silence. Aaron processed it slowly. That little girl upstairs? He asked. Victor nodded. Aaron looked away briefly, then back. I'm glad she's okay. That was it. No pride, no expectation, just quiet relief. Before we go deeper, I would love to hear your point of view. If you were in Victor's position, realizing the person saving your daughter was someone you overlooked every day, how would that sit with you? Let me know in the comments.
Victor offered everything. Money, security, a better life. Aaron shook his head. No. Victor stared at him. No? If I take money for it, it changes what it means. Victor had never heard that before. Ever. What do you want then? He asked. Aaron paused, then said something that stayed with Victor forever. Just don't forget people like me exist. Victor didn't give Aaron money. He did something bigger. He changed the system. Better pay for hospital workers, education programs, recognition for the invisible. Because Aaron didn't want to be rescued. He wanted people like him to be seen. Lily lived. Aaron kept showing up. And a man who thought he understood the world realized he had been blind to the people holding it together. Because sometimes the ones saving lives are the ones nobody notices. If this story touched you, take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to American Truth Tales. And tell me honestly, what part of this story stayed with you the most?